It's Mold Awareness Month, and we're about to hit 100,000 people in our mold group on Facebook. Toxic Mold Answers. Cue the confetti. All right, we are celebrating by giving away $8,000 worth of testing, courses, supplements, consultations, and more. We know how awful this journey is. Everyone on the Farmacy team has been impacted by mold. Everyone that's a moderator and admin at Toxic Mold Answers, we've been affected by mold. We've walked this walk. We know how torturous it is, and we really know how expensive it can be. And this is what excites me, doing these giveaways, being able to give back to the community, being able to raise awareness during Mold Awareness Month of how bad and how serious mold illness actually is. So that's what we're doing. That's why we're doing it. We're giving away $8,000 worth of all different products. And I have my list here, guys, because this is a lot to remember. And I've got a giant list of giveaways here. This is more than twice as big as our last giveaway, which was just about $3,000. This one is $8,000. Now it's something like $7,982 when I added it up, but that doesn't include shipping. So we'll go with $8,000. So $8,000 worth of giveaway here, guys. There's a form on this page. You're just going to add your name and your email. And when you add your email, you might get an email saying confirm the subscription. Don't worry, I'm not going to spam you. You can unsubscribe anytime, but that's just how the email software works. So be sure to enter. I'm telling you that now. But now I'm going to go through the list of what we're giving away and who's helping make that happen. All right. Very first thing, functional methodology is all about root causes. And in our group and through our pharmacy clinic, and we've almost helped 3,000 people now through our pharmacy clinic with the body and environment, detoxing, rebuilding, getting people back to their baselines. But it's all about root cause. And when you're mold toxic, we measure the root cause. That's mycotoxins, okay? So we're giving away 2 of the Vibrant Wellness urine mycotoxin tests. That's how we measure the mycotoxins coming out of your body. Now, Vibrant is the test that checks for the most mycotoxins of any lab, 29. It also has the highest sensitivity of any lab. So we're giving away 2 of these. And when I say we, these 2 tests are sponsored by Pure Health Mold. Pure Health Mold is the inspection company that we use with our clients when people are chronically mold sick and they have a problem. We don't use standard mold inspectors that follow the standards, because the standards in their ambient air testing miss 95% plus of mold. We need inspectors that know to go in and not just do 3 air tests, 1 outside and 2 in your house. Pure Health Mold, Chad and Jason and the team are awesome, and that's who we use all the time when we're looking for where the mold's actually hiding. Go to purehealthmold.com if you want to see more about Pure Health mold inspections, and use coupon Farmacy to save $100 on top of that. So guys, 2 Vibrant urine mycotoxin tests are going to 2 random winners. And that's from Pure Health Mold. Thank you guys, really appreciate that. Now we've got 2 organic acid tests. We use Mosaic for the organic acid test. That is the test we love. We're looking at those first 9 lines, those yeast and fungal markers, lines 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, looking at Aspergillus and Fusarium colonization, checking your Candida, tartaric, and then a whole lot more, oxalates, Clostridia, mitochondrial health, a whole lot of stuff, okay? So 2 of these tests we're giving away. These are sponsored by Moldi.ai, MOLDI.ai. That is my AI that is built around mold illness, about the home, about the body, about anything you can think of. Go to Moldi.ai and be specific. It's really smart. It's got over 4 million words of training on everything you need to know about mold illness and questions on your home. Is really smart. It's not just it's not a chat GPT answer. No, it's 4 million words of training of the proper information, not just the general consensus on the internet, because the general consensus doesn't know or understand mold toxicity. All right. Also giving away a Vibrant Wellness Gut Zoomer. Okay. Again, back to the blue box. Vibrant has the best stool test on the market, and they just upgraded it last month with even more markers. Love the Gut Zoomer. It's priority number 3 in the priority test for mold toxicity. If you haven't seen that video, it's number 253 and video number 269 in Toxic Mold Answers, the Facebook group. Click guides at the top. And the gut zoomer is so important because mold and mycotoxins wreck the gut, destroy the gut, and that leads to so much dysbiosis. Your good bacteria goes down, your opportunistic and pathogenic go up. That leads to dysbiosis, that leads to inflammation, that leads to leaky gut. Your short chain fatty acids are low, your total fecal fat is high, you got great inflammation, your secretory IgA is low. I won't get into it now, but we're giving away one of these, a gut zoomer. That's from Farmacy.com. No pH. We're not a pharmacy with a pH. We're a pharmacy with an F. Farmacy.com. That's where these labs come from. The next giveaway is an ERMI Plus with a 30-minute Zoom consultation with me. We don't just run the ERMI when we're looking for mold in a home. We run the ERMI Plus. Why? Because I add on 3 additional molds and yeast that we need to know about. Biggest one being Fusarium. Fusarium makes so many awful mycotoxins. Your eniatins, fumonisins, zearalenone, T2 toxin, deoxynivalenol, nivalenol, and more. Sounds like it's supposed to be something good, but it's really bad. And when that's not on there, you're missing a huge chunk of the data that we need when we're examining the potential toxicity of the space. So that giveaway is for an ERMI Plus, and it comes with a 30-minute consultation on Zoom with me to talk about it, because these tests are confusing. You don't go by the ERMI score. We don't use the research component. The colors are arbitrary. The asterisks are arbitrary. We don't use the Hurts Me Too because it's not properly weighting the mold. So I break all that down for you and explain what your house is telling us. All right, so that's coming to you from Farmacy.com again. Okay, guys, we're always talking about environment. At least I am. I'm a broken record. Environment, environment, environment. If you are having a bad mold exposure, mycotoxin exposure from a toxigenic mold problem while you're trying to heal, it doesn't work most times. The most chronic people cannot heal in a space with a big toxigenic mold problem. So what do? We fill our houses with HEPAs. No, HEPA doesn't stop mycotoxins. Yes, it can stop some spores with mycotoxins on them, but mycotoxins can still go through, and we see that clinically that HEPA helps almost no one. Now, if you're having an allergy, absolutely. So what do we like? We like PCO, photocatalytic oxidation. That just means it's a unit that's making hydroxyls. And hydroxyls help break down mold spores, mycotoxins, virus, bacteria, allergens. This is when we see shift with clients. This is when we see it. You can get standalone units, you can get HVAC units. I go over this with clients on Zoom every week. But some of my favorite units are from Puraclenz. Puraclenz has 2 PCO units. The big ones called the Core 750, the small one's called the Photon. They both put out the same amount of hydroxyls. The difference is the big one, and I wish I have them here in my house, but they're way too big to be holding on screen here. The big one, the difference is it has a HEPA filter in it, because yes, we still want HEPA filtration. It's just that it's not going to take care of a mold problem on its own, right? But we have that, but it also has the PCO on the top, the hydroxyls coming out. And if you already have a good HEPA, like a Jasper or something, then you can put the Photon in the space because it still has the same PCO and it is not adding in the HEPA, so you get more savings. So Puraclenz donated one of the big units, the Core, one of the small units, the Photon, for this giveaway because they love helping people with their air quality, especially when mold is a factor. So thank you, Puraclenz, for that. So that's the Puraclenz Core, the Puraclenz Photon coming from Puraclenz. And if you don't win, go to puraclenz.com, Puraclenz.com, and use coupon Farmacy to save 25% off your unit. Hey, that's second best if you don't win it, but I hope you win it. Next thing we have, I'm giving away 2 of my Mold Proof Your Home courses from MoldSchool.com. Mold Proof Your Home. When you get through this journey, when you get to a safer space, you want to mold proof your home. You don't want to go backwards and start this all over again. So Mold Proof Your Home, that's the first course I did, and it took me just about a year to make that course. Every time I get started with something, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm like, I should share this, I should share this, I should add this in. And it ended up being over 9 hours of video content, but don't worry, it's all organized into small units. So you can jump around the outside of the house, the different rooms in the house to figure out what you can be doing. So the Mold Proof Your Home course, I literally get on our roof. I talk about everything on the exterior that can create a moisture issue and lead to a mold problem, where you should be watching to try to prevent a moisture problem that would lead to mold. I go around the inside of the house. I show you where mold's commonly a problem and what you can do to prevent problems in these common areas. If we can limit our risk by limiting the moisture problems, you have the greatest chance of preventing new big mold problems. So if you can keep the moisture down, you're going to protect yourself from mold. So guys, I'm giving away 2 of those courses from MoldSchool.com. I'm giving away 2 of my Living in Mold course. Okay, so if you're still in mold, the Mold Proof Your Home course is if you've remediated or if you've moved and you want to prevent a new problem. living in mold course is what you can do when you're living in mold. I know that remediation is expensive. I know not everyone can break their lease and move. I know not everyone can go buy a new house. A lot of people in this journey are stuck living in mold. And this course walks you through what you can do while you're in mold to try to limit and lower the stress on your body. All right, giving away 2 of my ERMI Plus interpretation course. Like I mentioned earlier, it's not clear. It's a confusing test. And many people, including mold inspectors, don't understand it at all, even if they know what it is. Okay, because the colors are arbitrary, the algorithms are arbitrary. We don't use a research component. We just use the molds and their concentrations. In this course, I break down if the molds are pathogenic, allergenic, toxigenic. If they're toxigenic, which mycotoxins do they make? What is the health threat from those mycotoxins? I give you the number that we want to see it below in a perfect world on your ERMI or ERMI Plus, and then I link out to scholarly research articles that talk more about that. So that course is extremely helpful if you run an ERMI or ERMI Plus or are about to. All right, and now I'm giving away some supplements. I do have 1 bottle here. I'm giving away the phase 1 of CellCore's comprehensive protocol. That is 4 bottles of CellCore supplements. They include CT minerals because minerals get burned out, just like vitamins, minerals, fatty acids. So many things get burned out, used up due to the inflammation and stress on the body when we're mold toxic. So it includes CT minerals, BCATP, which is a mitochondrial support, biotoxin binder, which is a humic and fulvic acid based binder with the addition of broccoli sprout extract and other things to help with detox. And then of course KL support, which I showed you, which I love. The KL stands for kidney and liver. We need to support kidney and liver, bioflow, pooping, all those good things. I hope this video doesn't get in trouble for saying the P word there. So I'm giving away that kit to 1 lucky winner. I'm also giving away a jar of Sludge. This is the binder we use with all our clients. From young to old to any age, it comes with a scoop on it. You can see there for dosing. Start low and slow. Make sure you're pooping. Get some liver support in. Start with a partial scoop. But this is the best binder that I've seen for mycotoxins, and we have every client on it. And then we keep them on it for maintenance. It's in my maintenance. I work on my gut a little bit and I stay binding because every day we have these exposures to toxins. It's good for mycotoxins, metals, environmental toxins. Farmacy.com/sludge to see Sludge. So someone's getting a jar of Sludge. And then Joy Sparks is one of our amazing functional mold specialists. And Joy has an unbelievable background, is extremely good at her job. She is getting people such amazing results. And I love that seeing feedback from Joy's clients. She's giving away a 60-minute consultation to help you interpret labs, build a protocol, whatever you need help with right now. Joy's donating a 60-minute consult for that, and also Zena. Zena, part of our team, she is unbelievable. I go to Zena when I have questions about hormones. She is so smart. She's also a functional mold specialist. She's getting amazing results. I saw someone post today in the mold group how they wish they found Zena long ago before they found these other functional doctors that weren't able to help them with mold. Zena is also donating a 60-minute consultation to someone here. Joy and Zena are unbelievably amazing. They make our team complete. When you're working with one of us, you actually get access to all 3 of us because we collaborate about clients with each other and when we need support in different areas. And Joy and Zena are amazing, and I go to them with questions when I need help too. So they are absolutely amazing. If you want to see more about working with Joy or Zena, just go to Farmacy.com, farmacy.com/consult, or find the link on the page there to see their calendars. Okay guys, wow, that was a giant list, and this video keeps going, but don't forget, it's so easy to enter. You're adding your first name, your email address. Watch for that follow-up email though to make sure that you're going to be able to get my emails about this. The draw is for people in the US and Canada. The draw is November 1st. And if you're not watching this on moldgiveaway.com, go to moldgiveaway.com, and that will get you to this giveaway page where the form is, because this will be on YouTube and the Facebook group and other places. And also, please spread the word. If you're in mold groups, if you're on Instagram, TikTok, you know people, have friends that are affected, send them to moldgiveaway.com. Okay? we want to raise awareness. That's part of the reason we're doing this. We want to raise awareness. We want to get people excited. Yes, we're celebrating that we're going to be at 100,000 members in about a month here. So we're just tying everything together, all these good things together to get people excited about this, because mold is awful. You already know that. And if you're still watching this, I know you've been affected by mold. On the Western medicine side, medical doctors aren't trained on mycotoxicosis, mold toxicity, and the standards that mold inspectors follow isn't proper testing to help find the worst toxigenic mold. So we're stuck. There's so many people that have been stuck, and that's why this group is growing so fast. This is why we're able to or want to do this big giveaway to help people out, because it's an expensive journey. I know firsthand. We spent over 7 figures on our journey because of how it affected our son and then into our daughters. So guys, spread the word. Be sure to join. Thank you for watching this video this far. Thank you to everyone who is sponsoring these: Pure Health Mold, Puraclenz, Farmacy, Moldi, Joy, and Zena and the team. All right, everyone. I don't think I can say any more. This has been long enough. Good luck to you. Add your name and email, and the winner will be emailed. So make sure you get on make sure you add a good email address that you're not going to forget about, or a fake one. That would be awful. Your best email so that you can stay updated about the contest. Also, it's going to be posted in Toxic Mold Answers first on Facebook. It's going to be a pinned post there, and then we'll start emailing the winners from there. And watch this if you're on Instagram. If you see this on YouTube, Facebook, we'll be posting updates there. But guys, US and Canada, enter your name and email. Draws November 1st. Spread awareness, moldgiveaway.com. Good luck.